Hey guys, we are live. It is Wednesday. We're supposed to go live at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, but I was really thinking that maybe we won't have a 6 p.m. 7 start time. It'll be somewhere between 6 and 6:30. Because for whatever reason, um, due to tech, like last week I was having issues with my lighting. Come on in, guys. Come on in. Let me make sure that you can even hear me, first of all. Come on in. Let me make sure that you can hear me. This is Finding Freedom with Digital Products, specifically for life insurance agents. And let me make sure y'all can hear me. If you can hear me, give me your favorite emoji in the comment section. I got a secret to tell y'all. I got a secret to tell you. Okay, so first of all, let me tell y'all the secret. I've been really working to build up my because we're going live every Wednesday. We used to do the lead conversion shortcuts for life insurance agents. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Stacey L. Daniel. I'm the head honcho in charge here. I'm the founder of the Black Life Insurance Agents of America community. I have been in the industry since 2008, and I'm also the founder of the Virtual Life Insurance Agent Academy. If you want to know about my business, then you can come and join us over at Financial Motivations Consulting and Insurance Services. You can Google me. You can check out my business, Better Business Bureau page, and all of that, right? But as we come in here, I wanted to get connected with you guys. Like the title says, there's a new era upon us. And I wanted to help you be as secure as I am in my business without having to leave. And so I'm telling you the different things that I've been doing, specifically digital products, and adding additional streams of income by diversifying my existing knowledge, experience, expertise, and education, right? And so, yeah, I live in Mexico now. I definitely still have my condo in the greater Chicago area, but we 100% removed winter out of our lives. How I was able to do that, it was more than just digital products. And that's what we're going to talk about today. The three things that I did in my business outside of the digital product creation, marketing, and selling, using funnels and automation to market my business 24/7 on this beautiful thing called social media. But there was some things within me. There was some things within me, and there was some things within my business outside of actually marketing and selling that I needed to do some shifts that was different from the traditional life insurance agent um, general teachings. That is what I want to share with you today. All right, because yes, I have digital product templates for you. Yes, I have done for you funnels for you. Yes, I have marketing content. I have a 365-day calendar. I have branding so that you look professional and immediately gain authority. Yes, I have all those things, but without doing some inner work and without doing some within your business, but not actual sales things, then the thing that you build to sell, whether that's insurance, whether that's a funeral plan, whether that's a digital product, whether that's a consulting session, it's going to fall flat. It's going to fall flat without the ancillary things that need to be taken care of. And so I want to do that, to tell you those three major things, and they don't cost you anything to do it. But I do have an additional resource for you, and a huge discount if you want it at the end, right? And so let me make sure you guys know that I am live. If you're watching this from the replay, put replay crew in the comment section. If you're watching this from the replay crew, put replay crew. Tongue replay crew in the comment section, right? And I would also love to know where you're watching us from. Like, it's Eastern Standard Time right now. It's 7:38 Eastern Standard Time, which means it's 6:38 Central Time. So it's not too late. And I like this time frame. So I would kind of want you guys to let me know if you like this time frame, so that we can meet and greet each other. Also, make sure you put a reminder in the comment section if you need me to send you a reminded email or messenger notification every week when we get ready to go live. All right, so I will let you know if you get onto our messenger notification and email list, then there's another email that you'll receive throughout the week, and that is some different tips and tricks regarding me being a successful virtual life insurance agent and a veteran 16-year traditional life insurance agent, right? And so You'll be signing up for both, just let you know, all right? But I definitely want to assist you with the income producing activities and the personal development, as well as the additional streams of income that's going to help you during this new era. The title of this video is New Era. There's a lot of things that we need to have in place to make sure that we weather the storm. And a lot of times we're not trying to do the same thing that we did before. Like, who got time for all that? Especially when you have this beautiful thing called Beyonce's internet. I'm about to show you how to generate money before, during, and after the appointment, so you don't have to worry about all those 15, 20 appointments. You don't have to worry about the no-shows, the looky-loos, the time wasters, the tire kickers. You don't have to worry about people not valuing you and respecting your authority as a fiduciary and a licensed financial professional like they do the planners, financial planners, right? And I don't want you to have to worry about not having predictable, repeatable income, especially when jobs are not guaranteed. Government jobs, some good government jobs that we used to talk about, is not guaranteed. And this is a lot of stress factors, no matter what your political decisions are, no matter what your, this health things and family things. And these things have, to some extent, have always been around. COVID shut us down, but there have been other things in our life that cause us to need to step back. And what we have not had is the ability to step back without feeling stressed about our appointment. So if you're wondering why I'm looking down, I want to tell you my secret. But first, let me make sure I don't have any questions. I want to make sure I don't have any questions before I move forward. All right. Make sure you put reminder if you want to be reminded in the comment section, and make sure you let me know where you're watching me live from, so I can say hey. All right. And if you coming to Mexico, when I decide to have a live Mexico event, let me know that too. Would you come to Playa del Carmen, Mexico, if I decide to have a live Black and Brown life insurance event? All right, so this is my little secret. Y'all ready? You ready for my little secret? Put it right in the comment section if you're ready for my little secret. What's my little secret? So first, I have, let me build it up a little bit. First, I have a brick and mortar business, right, in the greater Chicago area, downtown Homewood. When I'm back in the States in May, come see me. I'll call for an appointment first. But this is the thing, though. I have a brick and mortar. I have a whole little studio in my brick and mortar, and then in my home, I also have a recording area. Well, we're in Mexico, and I don't have a recording area, so I've been going through this tech situation, trying to build up something that I think is cute and professional and have great lighting. So, last time I was worried about my lighting. I got my lighting this time, y'all. Y'all see it? Got my lighting all together. I feel okay. I feel professional. Don't get it twisted. I'm not always going to be professional when I come in here. I am at home. I run my business based on the idea that you don't have to be all suited and booted all the time. But sometimes I will be. Sometimes I won't. Sometimes I'll even come live in the bed, perhaps. I used to do that all the time. So, when you come in here, unbutton your top 2 buttons, because this is not corporate. By the way, this is only about a 30-minute live, so we're not going to be in here long. I do got 3 things to tell you that you need to work on. That is simple, but it is imperative, in addition to sales, in order for you to drop those digital products and that we're about to be talking about, and your lead magnets, and not worried about the crickets, all right? And so you want it to actually make money for you. So these 3 things are important, but let me tell you about the secret first. Okay, so the secret is, so this is not my regular recording studio, and so I brought my tech. I'm a techie. I have a bachelor's degree in computer science and a 20+ year romance with tech. So of course I got my tech with me, right? Cameras, lights, all the things, right? But I wanted to have a different sound. So last week, if you noticed, and so I'm growing through these things, and I'm telling you these things, and I'm going live while I'm doing these things. I want you to see you don't have to be all put together, all right? But anyway. So last week, the week before that, I was having sound issue. Last week, I was having lighting issue. This week, I wanted to use my mic. Y'all like my podcast mic? I wanted to use my podcast mic, but then I realized I didn't have a port for it. So guess what? This ain't even on. I actually have this mic on, my lapel mic. And it sounds really good, but I wanted to show you that this is what it's going to look like, so stay tuned as we move forward. New things are coming. I'm growing, I'm building. And again, I'm leading by example. I want you to be able to grow and build as well. So don't be ashamed to go through your levels and allow people to see you go through those levels, because nobody wants you to try to be perfect, because that's perfection is an illusion, but it'll stress you out and it'll prevent you from getting started. I started this last week, said I wanted to go live every Wednesday, like we used to. I still haven't even created a graphic for it, but I do have you getting on the email list so I can notify you. I do have some content because I've been doing this forever, right? I transitioned my business online in 2008. 2017. I've been a licensed life insurance agent since 2008. So I have the content, but I'm a little rusty going live. You know what I'm saying? That's why I've been dressing up, because I feel a little special. I'm a little rusty going live. I've been doing my thing. After Mom's died, I definitely went spiral down, and so now I'm back. I have a new energy, new year, and so I have things I want to share with you. All right, today we're going to get into our content, and then I'm going to let you go. And I have something in the end for you to help you move forward in what I'm talking about today. But you won't need it if you take copious notes. But if you feel like I need some additional, if you like me, I like to take notes. I like to have a blueprint, and I like to be able to look at the steps and have them in a chronological order, and look at my progress and then gauge it and then go back and reflect on it. Then I have a tool for you. All right. So let's go ahead. The three changes that I made in my business that made the biggest difference in my sales that had nothing to do with sales. That's what we're talking about today. 3 changes in my business, in my virtual life insurance business, that had nothing to do with sales, but they made the biggest difference in sales. It's mindset and it's action steps attached to it, but they're not difficult. All right. So let's do number one. The first thing, and I should have my notes up. I got them up on my screen, but I don't want to change my camera. So hold on. Let me refresh. Here we go right here. The first thing that I did was I found a way to connect with the people that I want to sell my financial services and life insurance products to. And that's secondary to insurance. I found a way to talk to them. I found a way to connect with them, to make us seem familiar and human, and relatable in a way. And you can do this in multiple ways. It's not just one thing, but there were certain things about me that I knew that I could share, and we would strike up conversations, and it would keep us interacting without it just being buy some insurance, give me a quote, let me tell you about the premiums, the riders. You see what I'm saying? All of the difference between the products. I wanted to find something on social media that I could be social about and I can connect with my audience. And it was imperative. And I didn't even realize that as I'm building my audience, I have an audience of over 30,000 followers. And that's on all of the social medias, right? Because I'm only, my home is Facebook, but I am omnipotent in my marketing. I'm in multiple places, but I'm definitely not everywhere at all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not loose with my marketing and my time, but you can definitely find me on all the platforms, because that's just smart. But there's a process to get that done that I teach you inside of the Virtual Life Insurance Agent Academy. But we're not talking about that today. We're talking about on your chosen home platform, and I suggest Facebook being that place, because we have the ability to do everything, which is market, connect, edutain, build a community, and also sell, right? So, but on on Beyonce's Facebook, I learned how my audience isn't here looking for insurance. And so if I want to strike up a conversation about insurance, I can't just be so direct. I have to be human. I have to be social on this thing called social media. So I needed to think of different ways that I can connect without having to tell them all my business. Because even though I've always been an extrovert, I'm going through my introvert phase as I transition in this whole perimenopause thing after my mom's passing, and now I'm empty nesters, and we done moved to Mexico, living our whole best life. I ain't got time for all that. So I definitely want to connect, but I needed to think about the topics, and then I could think about the ways to connect that was comfortable for my ever-changing moods and calendar and availability, right? So I found a way to connect with my audience in other ways that when they saw me, it will be a conversation. And then when they saw me talk about life insurance, which is what's going to generate money, it would be a conversation. You see what I'm saying? But it also gave me the space to offer additional things in my business without being pigeonholed in life insurance and financial services only. That's the point. If I'm only talking about insurance, then when I try to talk about something different, they're going to keep scrolling and not take me serious. Like, oh, what you doing now? But if I'm all along talking about various things that's important to me and important to you, and you see the insurance, now I'm coming at you in two different angles. We talking about this, you're building my visibility, you're amplifying my reach, so that amplifies my revenue, and I'm talking to you about insurance. And so we are having multiple conversations at the same time on this beautiful thing called social media 24/7. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so the second thing, so I just told you what I did and why it was important. I didn't tell you how, but I did tell you what I did and why it was important, right? Let me make sure you don't have any questions. The second thing that I did was I created an intimate environment for those that wanted to go to the next step without feeling the pressure, right? So the next step meaning buy some insurance with me, because I sell life insurance, even though I'm talking about all these other things that is in particular to me, but connecting with you. So you become my friend. You're my audience, which is just a name and a number, a contact, maybe a follower. But you become feeling like you're my friend, even though we've never met in person, because we start sharing little moments and I learn a little bit about you. That's the first one. Now, the second step I mentioned to you is I need to take that person who now feel comfortable with me, like we have some things in common, like you know me a little bit, you know of me, you are aware, we are associates. We ain't friends, but we social media associates, right? And so now I need to create a place where it's a safe environment so that you can ask me additional questions. You can talk to the person who you've been texting to all along in these social media streets, right? You can talk to the person, you can look at them in real time and gauge them, judge them. That's what they're doing. They looking at you, looking at your background. You know, like I got a remote control to go right here for my air conditioner. You looking at my background, like, what is that thing on the wall? It goes to my remote control. Look, I got another remote control up here for the fan, right? So you're looking at all those things, and this is the door, and I don't currently have anything on my wall. So, but in an intimate environment, I'll be able to talk to you about my remote control and how I love having a place so I never lose it. I always lose the TV remote, but I never have to worry about this. You see what I'm saying? And I can tell you about, why we chose this condo here in Mexico, all the different things. I am live. I didn't. I'm just, not for you, baby. I'm sorry. I'm not going to door because I'm actually talking about the door. Thank you, dog. I don't need anything. Oh, that's so sweet. I would knock on the door to try to get you. That's my husband, y'all. But anyway, he knows when I go live, don't break my concentration. But anyway, he did anyway. And now I still don't know what I'm talking about. What was I just saying? So this thing called perimenopause, your whole brain just goes somewhere else. But create the space. So I could tell the person inside of the small, okay, we might be in the small, intimate environment to sell insurance, but when you are marketing and selling to somebody, you don't just go drive in for the sale. You want to build a rapport. And so when you used to do kitchen table sales, you would talk about why you're here, have a glass of water, the drive, get in there. During that 90 minutes, you wouldn't just jump in and open your laptop or get your tablet and start doing the application. You would build up, you would warm up. And then after they gave you, we used to do e-signatures, wet signatures. We had a signing pad when I first started, or whether you're doing it e-app or whatever it is. After you close your laptop, put it in your bag, you should have a warm down conversation, right? And so all of that was a safe, intimate environment in their home, sharing different vulnerable conversations, whether it was a missed opportunity for insurance and how that felt, or a triumph in your life or your client's life as a result of having insurance, right? And so that was some things shared while you're in the intimate environment at their home, at the kitchen table, talking about their kids and the pictures and the dog. You know what I'm saying? And maybe some referrals or whatever you're talking about, but it's very intimate in that environment. And so how do we recreate that in the social media? You take them to an intimate place, and it can be a small place. I'm not talking about a whole large webinar. I've done webinars with hundreds of people. That's not an intimate place, but that's a great way to, that's a good way to connect with people as a next step, but that's not an intimate environment. The intimate environment is what in the virtual space and even offline is what was the sales converter. And it also built my reputation. It made people feel comfortable, made them feel loyal enough to reach out to me at a later date, share their friends and families, and things of that nature, because they start to know the person behind the license. They can see your awards and they can see your accolades and they can see the testimonials. Hopefully you putting all that stuff on Facebook to build your authority. And they can see all those different things. They still don't know that person. And so what comes from the heart reaches the heart. And the best way to do that when there's no in-person involvement is video, right? And that live interaction and asking questions. And if you can do it via chat right now, that's good. Live is one aspect of it. Reels is one aspect of it. But if you can do it in a different format and be able to see each other, read each other's what do you call that? Facial expressions, body language, joke. You know what I'm saying? And this is via Zoom, then you have a higher propensity of a conversion. And then also, guess what? That ties into the step one I just mentioned. Now, when they come down your timeline and they see you talk about something else, they can relate, they can connect, you are familiar, they've had a personal connection with you. You see what I'm saying? Even if you did this in pre-recorded video, it's still a way. The thing is, attention is the new currency. We want people to buy insurance, and that's the money that we get. But without the attention, then they won't even get to that point. And so that's the second thing, creating an intimate space so the people who are following you on social media will be able to get to know who you are, so they be better prepared, positioned, and comfortable to make a buying decision when the time is correct. And sometimes you can even do this with, I'm going to get into that. I'll tell you all about the variations, ways you can do that inside of the Virtual Life Insurance Agent Academy, which you can join for $39 a month. Get your whole website, landing page, lead magnet, digital products, all the different things, Canva templates. You get done for you calendar and faceless videos, reels, hooks, all of that inside of the Virtual Life Insurance Agent Academy, and it's only $39 a month. So consider that if you're really trying to beef up your Virtual Life Insurance Agent Academy. All right, and the third thing, guys, if you're trying to integrate digital products into your business and you want to be successful, and you understand that I can't just drop a digital product in the I might, of course, you're gonna get some people to buy some few things, but if you really want to make this a predictable, repeatable stream of income in addition to your life insurance commission checks, in between your life insurance commission checks and the unforeseeable chargebacks, then there are some things you have to do outside of sales in order to solidify the sale. All right. And so the third thing, I'm gonna get my notes. I'm gonna say this and then we're gonna be gone. I promise you I don't keep you long each week. But I will see you next week. Make sure you put reminder in the comment section if you want to get on the reminder list, and then we'll notify you. All right, so you don't miss anything. All right, so the third thing is I made my audience feel seen and heard and appreciated. There are some things that you can do to make your audience feel like you will pay attention to them, you value them, and you appreciate them without jumping in their inbox, right? People don't like that. So what are the ways that I can make my audience feel appreciated and valued? Because your audience on your social media pages, your contacts on your social media pages, those people who respond, that is your audience. That is your audience. And even though they haven't spent any money with you, if they're commenting, liking, and sharing, they have given something even more valuable, which is a piece of their life. Time is a piece of their life. They are taking the time to review what you have, giving you a thumbs up virtually without you even knowing, even if they don't hit thumbs up, and share your stuff. They're stopping their life to comment. They're stopping their life to engage. So how do you show them the appreciation so that they'll feel like, have you ever done something for somebody out the kindness of your heart, and then you did it, and they didn't even say thank you? They didn't even act like they appreciate it. They kind of act like you were supposed to do it. You like, excuse me, can I at least get a thank you? You know what I'm saying? You'll have somebody to treat you like that, and they may not even do it on purpose. They just take you for granted. You see what I'm saying? And so if you take your audience for granted and then you try to sell them something other than life insurance, they don't have a good feeling about it. So this is all buyer psychology, by the way. I told you I've been in sales, entrepreneurial sales, 25 years. Even though I've been in insurance, it'll be 16 years this year. I've been in sales a lot longer than that. But buyer psychology is making them intentionally making your buyer feel some kind of way. You want to make them feel valued, appreciated, seen, and heard. So what are some things that you can do is what you should be thinking. How do I make them feel that way? How do I let them know that you could have been anywhere? You have somebody say you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you were here right me, and I want to say thank you. And so how can you do that? That's what you should be doing, and you should make that a part of your regular social media activities. That is an income producing activity to make sure the people that's looking at your stuff and commenting on your stuff feel like you appreciate them. Because guess what? Those that's looking, those that's liking will be the ones that's buying. Those that's scrolling may or may not, but if they have liked or commented or shared or jumped in your messenger, they have taken, that's a small micro commitment to you and what you stand for, right? And so instead of thinking there's 3.5 billion people on Meta apps alone and I only get 5 likes, make them 5 people feel comfortable in your own way without bogging down your time and your energy and your schedule at the same time. So there are things that you need to do. You can use automations. There's a lot of things that you can do that we teach you inside of the Virtual Life Insurance Agent Academy, because it's imperative, not just for digital products, but for any type of sales and for your reputation, right? And so by doing these simple things, I've been able to build a large audience and make real connections with who are loyal and bring me others without questions. We are not in a transaction business, so we have to find ways to stand out and to stand out and connect with others and their human side. When they come into social media, they're probably disregarding something, letting go of something, avoiding something. They're used to just spazzing out with entertainment. We want to find a way to connect with them and make it personal, right? And you don't have to connect with every single person, but you need to make that a part of your strategy. All right. And so at this point, you probably got a couple questions. How are you going to make people feel appreciated? Right? That's a viable question. How exactly am I supposed to make people feel appreciated? You didn't tell me what to do, right? I do have something for you. What do you think will happen? This is my question to you. What do you think will happen if you have no connection to the people you are trying to sell something new to? That means you get the digital product that I tell you, something about mourning, something about, senior living planner, something about money mindset shifting. If I give you something like that, which is the tool, you want to sell digital products. That's why we created this Finding Freedom via Digital Product live series. So if you drop it, edit it, I give it to you, you drop it, and nobody buys it because they're not connected from you, you're going to feel some kind of way. And that's what's going to happen. You might get 2 or 3 sales, but if you're not increasing your visibility, you're not increasing your reach, if you're not increasing your connection, they're gonna be like, this ain't life insurance. She was selling life insurance, like she's selling this. What's she doing? She look a little confused. Her money might be funny. Well, that's not the situation. There's a disconnect. If you're not connected with your audience, then they're going to formulate their own opinion when you come up with something new. There needs to be different ways that you can keep them close and bring them on your journey and stay connected to them, right? So therefore, they will buy anything that you sell, not just life insurance. And that's the connection that you want. That's what an audience who loves you, an audience of raving fans is your goal. All right. And the third question you probably should be asking, or I'm asking you, is, do you know your agent type? The reason why I asked you your agent type is because that's what's going to dictate how you connect, what type of environment you create that's going to be small and safe, and how you, which is number one. Scroll back. And what are the things you're going to do to connect with them in other areas? What are the things you're going to say or talk about, present to connect with them in other areas? It's all based off of your agent type, because I don't want you trying to do these things. Like I said, you have to do it without adding additional stress or effort or time or requirements or stress. That's my whole motto right now. I don't got time for that, right? Not in this phase of my life. And so if you're anywhere like me, like, I want the benefits without the consequences, or I want a higher return on my investment than what I'm used to getting as a business owner, and I want to help you to do that. And so one of the things you need is to know your agent type. Do you know your agent type? Otherwise, you're going to try to do like me, go live. Is going live easy and comfortable for you? It's easy and comfortable for me, even with just some few notes, right? Or what's your agent type? Your agent type would determine your lead generating strategy, and also your community building strategy. And it should be based off of your schedule, your comfortability, your personality, right? They always say you need to step outside of your comfort zone in order to grow. I want you to first maintain and have consistency, predictable, repeatable income before we try to scale and grow to something more. If you don't currently have that, then let's find out what's going to give you confidence to be consistent as you're connecting with your audience. And so if you don't know your agent type, I have a tool for you, and it's called Know Your Agent Type. And it's $9, $9, 2 nights. It's $9, 2 nights if you want it, or you can join us in the Virtual Life Insurance Agent Academy, and it's $39. You guys are going to see me offering no more low dollar items because I want no problems with you moving to the next step. If money is funny, I want no problems. If you don't know me, you want to test me out, I don't want any problems. Figure out how you can get in the room so that you can connect and go to the next step, because things are changing. It's a whole new era. And how do you prepare for the new era? Start doing some different things with the assets that you already have. Your audience is an asset. Your clients is an asset. Your old leads and lost clients, they're an asset. So you need to find a way to connect with them in order to generate revenue in other areas under the same umbrella of being a licensed financial professional. Because you can help them with mental wealth, you can help them with health, because your health is your wealth, and you can also help them with financial literacy. So that's a plethora of things that you can offer, and I provide you with the templates and the funnels and the landing pages and the emails if you join us in the Virtual Life Insurance Agent Academy. But either way, I will see you guys next week. I do want to make sure there's no questions. If there's not, then I'm going to just let y'all go. And like I said, promise you this is going to be in and out, or we wasn't going to stay long. So let me see what we got. All right. Yeah, I think we're good. No questions? Let me hold on. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Brandy. That's all I got, guys. Have a good night.